example of the new Swanage bricks, and these are the old fort bricks. Soft bricks, lime-based mortar. Bearing in mind that they only had coal fires or wood-burning fires for central heating, if they left it bare like that, any moisture that formed could just flow in and out of the lime-based mortar and the bricks and do no damage at all. A big problem occurred in the 20th century when different units, the RAF Engineering Squadron came in here in the Second World War, and the Admiralty Degazing Unit came in after that. They painted a lot of the casemates with oil-based paint. So what happened there? The water and the moisture in there can't flow out, and it comes up against the paint, and then with no heating on in winter, that froze solid, blew the paint off the front and took the front off the brickwork. So part of any restoration to these forts should be to return to lime-based paint so that the water will flow in and out. When we get round the corner and see some lime-based paint, it's been there 100 and more years and it's fine. But then you'll see other little disasters happening. The area to my left, your right, that's the middle ground. And that area there was the message for the officers and the senior NCOs. The officers' messes have got nice brick fronts with windows and doors. As you move on round, these had either wooden fronts or even canvas fronts. And then when you go round in there where the troops live, they either had wooden fronts or canvas fronts. Each of these forts has two ramps, the right and the left ramp. You can see the stab marks for all the copper sheeting was on the doors. But somebody many moons ago obviously found an outlet for copper sheeting, but it's all gone. And there's the way they breathe through the cavity walls. The Lieutenant Ponnier, and we're going to go down there in a minute. And as you can see, layers and layers of lime-based paint here, but not much damage to the brickwork. Now, because at the bottom was the bridge where people, if they were in retreat, would have to come over the bridge, the wooden bridge, and come up here. We've got cobblestones here for those few people out in the field who would have had horses, so bring any horse transport up here. We go down and have a look in this left small caponier or small arms area. On my right as you go down is a little guard room, because if you were in retreat, you had a lovely set of cast iron gates across here that you could slam shut and to guard your way back as your troops retarded. Bring it down here, how's that for architecture? Now I said all the bricks were made locally, and it didn't matter what shape of brick they wanted, they made it. They didn't fill in with plaster or cement or anything, they made each brick to shape. And everywhere you go in this fort, they've got this wonderfully shaped arches. Moving on down a bit, the first thing you come to is a small arms magazine, because there would have been musket men and riflemen down here. Again, you can see where the copper sheet was attached to the doors and the doorways. Again, any ventilation through the cavity wall. The next bit we come to is a crew's rest area with steps up for the riflemen to get up above the guns. I hope can everybody hear at the back? Yeah. Good. We move into this position, and this is the first small cannon position. We've still got the remains of the gun ring. We've still got the eye bolt which controlled the strops and chains that you could put the gun out, position it out through the gun port. You've still got bits of the eye bolt left that would hold the recoil chains. This fireplace shaped looking object over here, not a fireplace at all, that was what the store for the shells. And up there, two little chimneys to let the smoke out when the gun's fired. And above us we've got a layer of asphalt, about half a metre of shingle, and then 1.5 metres of earth above that. In the 1850s, 1860s, no aeroplanes, so these chimneys just exhaust with a nice little cowl on top so that the smoke drifted off back down the earth and nobody could detect it from far away. Now I've been lucky enough to go on one of my holidays to Vietnam. And I went down the tunnels where the Vietnamese lived underground. They used exactly a system like that to get rid of the smoke from their kitchens down underground. They channeled it all away under a river, up under a little island in the river with another one of these chimney go, so the smoke just sort of dissipated into Stockton manned at the moment by the RM Fishing Club. And the boat has a clay base with silt above it as a lining, so you've got to be very careful that you don't penetrate that base. So anything they put out there, and you can just look outside when you get a chance, there's a bit of 32 angle bar. It looks really compact. Not a problem. If you look this way, oh dear, we've got a problem. And that's a man-made problem because, as I said before, these forts, the casemates, were all heated by little fires, coal or wood burn. Again, I don't know, but yes, you'll see pictures of the team chairs from the airport. My friend's father, they got me to do it.
Fisherman over there.
we go back up the slopes here, just look towards the keep and you can see what a wonderful climbing view the gun on the top of the keep had. And I don't know if Iris remembers, but back in 2004, flagship, we had our Christmas party down here. We built this all into pirate caves and barbecues and I won't say it all.